Have you ever thought about buying websites that are already profitable? Instead of starting from scratch and wasting years on ideas that likely won't work, then you're in the right place. About 90% of new businesses fail within the first few years of getting started. This is why you can cut out all the guesswork and wasted time and start buying websites that are already profitable. In this video, I'm gonna break down the entire website buying process in an easy step-by-step formula. In this video, I'm gonna give a really detailed view of the entire website buying process. Buying websites can be pretty complicated, but by the end of this video, you'll have a much better understanding of how the entire process works. Also, you're gonna wanna stick around for the entire video because I'm gonna be giving out some free resources when you least expect it. Now, over the years, I've helped buy and sell more than $120 million worth of profitable websites and online businesses, and was employee number 4 at Empire Flippers, where I helped build one of the world's biggest marketplaces to buy and sell curated online businesses and websites. So I've seen the ins and outs of the entire industry and excited to share with you every single thing I know. So let's kick things off and break it down into 3 easy steps. So your budget is going to be the number one most important thing, and this is going to dictate what direction you go in and where you're going to start. There's going to be different platforms for people who are looking for $5 and $10 million businesses and people who are looking for websites that are making a small amount of profit. Let's call them $5,000 to $10,000 businesses. They're 2 polarizing industries, and this industry can be summarized by anything under $10 million. Most of the businesses that I'm dealing with personally with clients and customers are usually around the 250 to 500K range. But I'll make sure to share a detailed report for every type of budget, from the low end to the high end. But before we get into the budget, we need to really understand how a business should actually be valued. And I've valued thousands of businesses that have sold for about 90% of that valuation price. So I have a very good estimate. The easiest example is if a website is making $1,000 per month in net profit over the past 12 months, it's likely going to be listed for around 30x. So you're looking at a $30,000 price tag for a business like that. Multiples can vary a lot depending on the type of website, its growth potential, the stability of its income, and if it has recurring customers or not. Sites in high demand, niches with consistent income streams tend to fetch higher multiples. Think about this as a fidget spinner website that's clearly a fad, it's only been around for 3 months, or a tried and true software product that has monthly recurring revenue that's been around for 10 years. Those 2 businesses are going to have vastly different multiples. So now that you have a good understanding of the valuation of websites that are making money, let's dig into where you go ahead and get started. So there's a few different types of platforms out there, and I like to divide them up into marketplaces and brokerages. Typically, a marketplace is going to be for people with a lower budget, but some of these marketplaces are also going to have bigger, blended, larger businesses. Most brokerages, though, are only going to deal with businesses, let's say $500,000 to $5 million, where most of the marketplaces can have around $50,000 all the way up to $5 million. There's going to be some overlap, but if you're looking to start with a certain type of business, you're going to want to start off on one of those marketplaces on the lower end, and then probably on the higher end, use a combination of marketplaces and brokerages to find a business that meets your buying criteria and your budget. Another important thing to note about most marketplaces out there, like Flippa and Acquire.com, these are non-curated marketplaces, similar to Craigslist, where people can go on there and essentially say their business is making X amount of dollars per month. They have done all these things. There's not a huge in-depth curation process to get listed on those marketplaces. Where on the flip side, places like Empire Flippers only allow about 20 to 30% of businesses submitted to actually go live because they have a much higher and strict curation standards. All the businesses on the Empire Flippers marketplace go through a 4 to 6 week curation process, which is going through their strict vetting process. Now, one last thing to note about the budget is everything is negotiable, meaning the price you see is a starting point. Most marketplaces will have different policies, but what I typically recommend for people is to always understand that that price point is negotiable, but you should have some data backing why you've come to a valuation and how you came to that conclusion. Now guys, if you want to dive a little bit deeper and uncover my free due diligence templates and my free ebook for online business buying secrets, you're going to want to grab this free ebook at globalcareerbook.com/buyer. It's packed with super valuable insights to help you understand valuations, find great deals, and just make sure that you buy a really great business. There's a common saying that riches are in the niches, and I kind of disagree with this statement for a variety of different reasons. So again, riches are in the niches in some ways, but in some ways they aren't. The niche or the niche should align with your interests or expertise. And again, the most important thing here is this niche evergreen or not? Is it a fad? Does it have a short life cycle? Or is it going to continue to grow over the next 5 to 10 years? If it's going to be a fad, you're likely going to be buying a niche that maybe you're passionate about, but might not be around for the next 5 to 10 years. Whenever I'm looking at a business, I'm more or less concerned with the evergreen viability of the business or the longevity of the business. And a business that's been around for 5 to 10 years, has year-over-year growth in a great, interesting niche, it's very clear to see that some of these niches are going to continue to grow through the future, and some of them are going to be clear fads. So this is something that I consider when looking at the niche. I don't necessarily think it's always right to find something that you're super passionate about or that you're aligned with. I go in it with a different lens that, hey, I want to enjoy and at least understand the niche, but I don't need to be the most passionate about it. Of course, if you're super passionate about an evergreen niche, that's the best case scenario. But I think most people get too hung up on the niche and they overlook some really good deals where they probably would have gotten a better deal than waiting around for 3 to 6 months, trying to find that perfect niche that isn't ever going to be a perfect fit. Because it might be in the right niche, but there's going to be 2 or 3 other factors that I wouldn't weight as high as the niche. If you learned something new there, you're going to love this next part. I've partnered up with Amazon's Audible to give you a free copy of my #1 best-selling book, Global Career: How to Work Anywhere and Travel Forever. Global Career has been featured in prestigious publications like Forbes, CNBC, Entrepreneur Magazine, and even Lonely Planet. And with over 500 positive reviews, this book has helped hundreds of thousands earn from anywhere. To get your free copy and start a 30-day free trial of Audible, all you have to do is visit globalcareerbook.com/audio today, or just scan the QR code on the screen here. The most important factor to consider when buying profitable websites is not the niche, but it's the type of online business or the way it's monetized. Now, there's multiple monetization methods out there. There's essentially going to be physical products, some type of affiliate marketing, ad revenue, or subscription services. Again, there's about 13 different ways, but that's just the way I can simplify it. Now, affiliate marketing websites are going to make money by promoting products and earning commissions on sales. If you buy a website with established affiliate relationships, you'll immediately have a revenue stream without dealing with inventory or customer service. Ad sites are going to be sites that generate a lot of traffic and earn money through paid ads. Programs like Google AdSense on your website. Essentially, you get paid based on impressions and clicks. Usually what I see work best is to buy an affiliate marketing website that has a lot of traffic and put in ad revenue on top of that, or vice versa. With physical products, like an e-commerce site or drop shipping or some type of Amazon FBA, you're essentially selling physical products. Drop shipping is definitely a lot different than actually having to hold the product in a warehouse, but all of these kind of group into the same area. It's a great option if you're comfortable with handling products, sourcing, fulfillment, and customer service. My favorite type of profitable website and online business is going to be software and subscription businesses. SaaS or membership-based sites often generate recurring revenue, which is a fantastic thing for cash flow and understanding the future revenue of the business. These types of businesses or websites tend to have much higher valuations, but my sort of experience with this is being able to negotiate a really good price for subscription services or software businesses. Now you might be wondering is where are the best places to buy an online business? Is Flippa one of the best? Well, it is one of the biggest places to buy websites that do make money. Now the biggest issue I see with Flippa and Acquire.com is it's a quantity over quality type of situation where they let just about anybody list on the platform And the problem is most new buyers don't know what to look out for. And most experienced buyers like myself, we don't want to waste the time to sift through all of that to potentially find a business. Again, a lot of this comes down to, is there a quality business for sale that has a reputable seller, a reputable business? Because if you can't trust the platform, it's going to be a lot harder to trust the seller behind the business. So I see a lot of first-time buyers go on there overpaying for websites or buying businesses that just aren't making as much profit as what was said on paper. And that can lead to a huge potential with losing your investment or just not making as much profit off of the deal. So for me, I typically recommend starting with Empire Flippers, increasing your budget to around that $50,000 to $100,000 range. And you're gonna be buying a business that's a lot less risky than trying to buy one of those $15,000 or $20,000 businesses. So if you found any of this information useful, I'm actually gonna offer you a free buyer consultation. All you have to do is go to globalcareerbook.com/buyer, download the ebook, and in that ebook, you're gonna get a chance to apply for a free consultation with me. Typically, these cost $2,000 per consult, but I select a few people every single month to give them away for free. And guys, I actually just created a new video here where I actually review all of the marketplaces to buy online businesses. So I'm gonna leave a link up here in the window, and then I've got another video that's hand selected for you. And again, guys, if you enjoyed this, make sure to hit the subscribe button about new videos every single week.